if you can't even pass underwriting?
Yeah, well, and what is it? The life insurance business is the longest lasting legal, moral, ethical Ponzi scheme in human history. But the question is, can it get you in?
And do you qualify?
That's it. Can it get you in? Can it get you to qualify? And can you stay long enough for the Ponzi scheme to pay out to you? Right? That's the idea, quite frankly. But it's legal, it's moral, because it has these other intrinsic benefits of, paying out these benefits. But yeah, you've got to have a quality program in place to keep your key people. Because if you can't do business without them, you can't afford to lose them, which means what would it cost you to lose them? You need to figure that out so that you put a plan in place so that they don't want to leave. Also, we could put into place a salary continuation plan for their beneficiaries. Now, I think Google actually does this. So I'm going to start using that as a case study because I think Google, if you pass away, they have like a 10-year salary continuation for your family. Now, Google's a massive company. Okay. But can you adapt something like that for your top people? Something has got to be there because if you have an employee benefit package that is so good, it's better, sometimes better than money. Now, if you got key people, you better be paying them well. Otherwise, I mean, if you're paying them $20 an hour, they're not a key person, are they?
So, I mean, you could even use life insurance to fund something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's an inexpensive term policy, right? So,
well, yeah, and for someone's passing, yeah. And if we use a permanent policy, we might use a split dollar type of a strategy where
I'm just thinking from an economic perspective for a smaller business that might not have the kind of money to do a split dollar or a permanent plan. Like let's say a key employee is making $100,000 a year, and you want to offer something like that for their beneficiaries if they were to pass, getting them $1 million, 10-year term or 20 or 15-year term, and then renewing it if they're there longer than that. That could be a very economical way for a business to do that, and then they could continue to pay them, or they could just give them a lump sum of the $1 million up front for their 10 years worth of ongoing salary. So just something that's a little economical, as opposed to for smaller businesses, as opposed to having to do some more complicated things. If you had a partner or something and you're in a little shop, that could be.
They don't have to be massive policies.